in the late game, which can go a lot of different ways. The question I kind of asked myself today was, what if the Lakers actually win this thing? Like, what if they actually win this game? Because I think everybody's like, now that we're here, is like, oh God, the Lakers are going to get killed. Lakers taking on the Golden State Warriors on ring night. Warriors historically are very all over the place on ring night. We have enough of a sample with them across the 4 championships to kind of get a sense of this. Not a lot of trends there. Like, they don't necessarily come out flat because of the emotion. They don't necessarily come out strong for anything. It's very mixed results. There's been outright losses and resounding wins. This opened at 5.5. There were some 6s in the market. The consensus open was 6, and this one hasn't moved much. We're still at 6, very much in the market. And so we don't have a play on this. I will say I will probably wind up betting the Warriors here. I have a hard time finding reason not to go ahead and just trust that the Warriors are going to be better, even if the Lakers are impressive. Albert, you don't have a play on this game, but if you did, what would you like? Where are your leans for Warriors Lakers?
Yeah, the Warriors historically come out pretty slow, and then they're one of the greatest ever when it comes to third quarter comebacks. So look into those angles. But the actual bet that I like in this game, because I actually think it's going to be pretty competitive. I don't know if the Lakers are going to cover, but I think Anthony Davis is going to come out. He's heard the noise all offseason. That he's past his prime. He's never healthy. But he needs to be the best player on this team for the Lakers to even sniff a chance at the playoffs. So I'm looking at Anthony Davis over 23.5 points. I like this a lot. They actually played in the preseason a couple times. And from an athletic standpoint, he looked pretty good. And I think he is long and athletic enough to, pick and roll and go against guys like James Wiseman and things like that. So give me Anthony Davis over 23.5 points. From a free throw percentage, he's going to shoot 75, 80%. So he's not going to leave any points on the table at the line. So those are the guys that I look for when I'm doing player props.
A lot of that, I think, is built off of, is the jumper falling? And that sounds like a dumb thing in basketball. Like, yes, Matt, you need to make jump shots if you want to score in the NBA. But what I really mean by that is Draymond's going to really bully him. I think Draymond's going to play pretty angry and want to establish a tone here after all the stuff from the fight. And he historically has really tried to bully Davis. He tries to really force him into those jump shots, and he gives him a little bit of space on it. If Davis is hitting, which he hasn't for 2 seasons, but if he's hitting, then there's a lot of way to gotta go there. Jay, let's look at this from a motivational spot. What do you think is the angle to play on Lakers Warriors if you're going to get involved?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at motivation, the only way you could look here is the Lakers, guys. Is one thing angle that I like to do. Obviously, the when you have the championship winner coming off his ring night, they're playing videos. It's kind of taking you back to last season. There's a little bit level of complacency, kind of like I say, reminiscing about the season before, as where the team that didn't win, especially if you missed the playoffs like the Lakers did, you want what the other team has. So you're kind of coming out with a vengeance, obviously even more motivated as well, and you kind of catch the other team where they're kind of, like I say, still thinking about last season. So Lakers will be the only way I'd look here. Also, everyone will be looking at the Warriors here. It's not saying that they can't get it done, but like AC said, they usually kind of start off slow in the year as well. They do have a lot of things going on inside the locker room, inner turmoil that I don't necessarily think is a buy-on situation. The Warriors are a really good team, really good deep team as well. Obviously, the Lakers offense really scares me here. So I think the Lakers have to do it with defense this year. They have a new coach in Ham. He's preaching nothing but defense. His team is trying to lock in on the defensive end. So I would be looking towards maybe the Lakers, but the under in this game. And it's also starting to get hit as well. This line was at 227. A lot of people starting to realize that the lines are out ahead of time. It's starting to hit 225, 224.5 by tomorrow, guys. So this under is picking up some steam, and I agree with it. Whether the Warriors start out slower or not, I think they'll bring their defense as well. And just one more thing on the Draymond thing. One thing I've kind of noticed that older players take a little bit time, 10 to 15 games, to really catch their stride and get their win. So maybe some of the older players I think the younger players really have the advantage at the beginning of the season, because it's kind of like an extended preseason. And with the Warriors, they know how long it takes to get to the championship. They just kind of walk through the first couple months of the season and know when they have to peak and play their best basketball.